Hello, David Dominesi here. Little project we have in front of us now is I have to take all of these bars and square them off down to this size here so that we can make these parts. See the profile there? This is an old one, and I'm going to be making several new ones. The challenge we have is squaring off stock like this. This is 6061 T6 aluminum, and working with it being a little over 16 inches long and only having one vise. I'll show you what I do. A lot of different ways. I'm sure there's a lot of ways even better than my way, but here's the way I do it. First thing I do is cut the stock and I mill it to size. Everything's deburred, and then before I stick it back in the vise, I draw file all the sides, make sure we don't have any burrs on there. And I've made some soft jaws for the vise. I'll show those to you. Now personally, I use the Kurt vise 3600V. It's their CNC vise. I like it because it doesn't have any ears on the side, and you can flip the vise over on its side. It's a pretty cool feature. So in order to accomplish work like this, I made some soft jaws out of 1018 cold rolled, and either unsupported on the end, on each end. Because of that, because they're so long, they can be inaccurate if you're not careful, and I need to squeeze the ends of these with twist clamps, or they won't clamp at all. So I machined these together as a pair and machined a nice groove down the middle to hold my work. There's a nice picture of the groove that was machined. I put the jaws together, that holds my work, and the twist clamp goes on each end. So let's set up the work and I'll show you how I make it square. Let's go measure some work and see what kind of results we're getting from this setup. So what our specs are calling for is 1690 by 1060. So let's see what we've been getting. We're looking for 1690 this way, 1687, 1688. We'll call that 1688. 1685. So we're 2.5 thousandths off over 16 inches. That's pretty good with one jaw that's 17 inches wide or long. So let's see how we're doing on this measurement. This needs to be 1060 plus or minus 5 thousandths. We're 1063, 1060, so 3 thousandths from here to here. So 3 thousandths over 16 inches. So that's pretty good for what we're making. Let's go set some work up. Let's see how we got there. Now remember, we draw filed our work to get all the burrs off. We've also felt it with our bare hands to make sure there's no burrs. A burr can be 1/1000 too, or more. And we want to run our fingers in our jaws here. Make sure there's nothing in the way. I'm going to take this work. These are just bus bars. We're not building the space shuttle. And this system works really good for this. So we'll close this up, not too tight. We're going to put a cant twist clamp on each end. Draw the ends in. Now I'm going to take a shave cut of about 20 thousandths off the top. And we'll measure each end, and then we'll use a dead blow hammer to make adjustments. We'll be using the amazing Tormach fly cutter to make our cuts. This is their proprietary carbide insert that they've made for aluminum. Very sharp, works so good. This is the Tormach tooling system shaft here. It's 3/4 of an inch into my tree 3/4 inch collet. I'll be running at 3,300 RPM and 16 inches per minute. Thirty thousandths is our first cut. Okay, we'll take our first measurement. Make sure we're zeroed out and clean. I just pinch them on there till they're square and lock it and pull it off. Or you can look in behind. 1704. We'll take another measurement to see if that method is accurate enough for what we're doing. $17.04 again. And over here, $17.04. Okay, there we have $17.04 on this side. We need $16.90. We'll flip it over and drag it down to $16.90. I forgot on this particular piece, I'm not doing any cut on that one side. It's unneeded. That happens to be a top feature right here, which will be rounded off in the end anyway. No need to flip that over. So let's just draw it down to the $16.90 right where it is. Now, if we happen to be high on this side and low on this side, then what we would do is tap the low side down. So we are right now at $17.04 on this side. Let's pretend we were at $17.14 on that side. So we have a high side here and a low side here. That means this bar, part of the bar, is higher because more is being cut off, and this side of the bar is lower because less is being cut off. So I would take my dead blow and tap this down. Our difference here in our pretend situation is 10 thousandths. So what I generally do is put my finger on the work and give it a tap. I'm going to be tapping. If we were off 10 thousandths, I want 5 thousandths over here. I know I'm not going to be able to measure 5 thousandths with my finger, but 5 thousandths is a piece of paper and a half or so. So I would just give it a very gentle tap. Just tap. I just want to be able to feel it move. Take another skim cut, measure again, see where I was, tap it if I need to, take another skim cut, see where I am, and then you get really, really close that way. And these cant twist clamps seem to work pretty good, and I'm not taking any humongous deep cuts. The biggest I'm taking is 100 thousandths, and it doesn't seem to cause me any trouble. Let me get down to 1690 and then we'll see how we did. $16.91. And $16.90. There it is, $16.90. So calipers aren't all that accurate, but with these calipers, we're 1/1000th off over 16 inches. Beautiful. Go slow, take it easy, and you can make accurate work with a long bar, one jaw, one vise. David Dominesi, have a good day. Thanks for watching. I think we're getting a pile of chips on our hands. Might be time to get the vacuum cleaner out.